All right, everyone, welcome back to the fifth and final installment of the Grand Tour as we are grinding the end game. We just finished off in the hot desert, and we are fixing to head to our final stretch, which is going to be Funky Space. So, a couple things. We do not have Victor on while we Funky Space. We want those bonus stages. We also don't minigame while we Funky Space. We do not want to be distracted from our soul farm. So we've got those off. Just to be diligent, we'll make sure bonus souls is on. We are wearing the appropriate gear, and just to commemorate, we're going to throw on the Earring of the Wind. Really, it's because I'm going to run Dark Projectiles so that I can wind dash the ground enemies to reduce my rage timer. So we don't want to be just blowing everything away with machine gun fireballs because it's not the most efficient way to farm. So we need to control our cadence, be a little more precise. These guys take more than one arrow to kill at current. And that's fine because that's going to leave our ground enemies alive so that we can wind dash through them and get those bonus wind dash souls. They're not as good as the bow souls, but with Dark Projectiles on, I'm not going to be killing the ground enemies with the bow. So since we're going to be wind dashing them, we might as well do it for 40% more. And you may notice that in the Grand Tour, I skipped several areas, right? We did not go to the Haunted Castle. We did not go to the Frozen Fields. We did not go to the Dark Factory. And we did not go to the Mystic Valley. We will do maybe a lesser tour, a not so grand tour, and we'll go through those areas. If nothing else, I do need to go farm some wood. And they're just not, so I do like the Dark Factory, but I don't active farm there, because if I'm active farming for slime, I'm going to do it in the modern city so that I can also farm Batwing. And also you get slime faster in the modern city. I do, however, idle in the Dark Factory often, right? So it wants us to do it, and I'm sorry to disappoint y'all, but we are not going to be distracting ourselves with coin farm while we are here. If I had a full payload of rage potions, sure. But we have a very finite amount of rage potions, and the reality is we have farmed so much coin already, and the whole reason I was concluding the Grand Tour with Funky Space is just so that we can top off with some more soul farm. These are all the buffs that I normally run when I'm here doing my soul farm, so I don't want to distract with coin farm, no matter how much it wants me to. Plus, that wouldn't be that great anyway. It's a 26 CPS bonus, not a 39. The equipment boost, I mean, that's good, 13.5, but it's not great. And there's no gemstones, so we are not falling for it. We are not going to get distracted by that. We're going to pad our soul gain here, because ultimately, right, that's what all the farming is for. That's what all the farming leads to. That's why we did the areas that we did, was to farm all the things that are necessary, except for wood, to to come here and farm out funky space. So that was the design of the run. That's the design of the Grand Tour. So that is how we're going to end it, as intended. But yeah, the Dark Factory, I do like to idle there. The giants are worth a lot. I think they're the most valuable giants in terms of their base soul value. We can go look at the bestiary maybe when we're done here, but I'm pretty sure they're the most valuable giants. And so long as you've got, your good damage, right? You want your high level axe. You wanna make the sword damage item, whatever it's called. Uh, and and yeah, and it's a fine place to idle. Get some slime while we're there. Get pretty decent soul rewards. Honestly, I think the soul rewards are comparable to here, and really because of the giants. The giants there are really good. Um, and if I had ice gear, it would be even better because the toxic gases are now ice enemies as well. So I do like the Dark Factory, I just don't like to active farm. That's usually where I go for my overnight reset. I can wake up with a nice full sack of slime and start off for the day with that. And typically quite a nice chunk of offline souls. So I do like the Dark Factory. Just I like it for idle. I do not like the Haunted Castle. There's no reason to go there, other than the handful of quests that say kill demons. Right, so you want to do those to get the upgrades that are gated behind them. And outside of that, there's just not another reason to go there. I even went there with a kit. I specifically had bonus Dark Souls, and bonus Fire Souls, because there are bats and worms, and you can toggle their elements. And then the little demons are dark enemies, and the Archfiend, who you can upgrade into the Dark Archfiend, should be a dark enemy. For some reason, he's not. Maybe it's a translation thing, right? But but I feel like the Dark Archfiend should be a dark type monster. Nonetheless, even with it, really wants me to go for the coins, guys. Even with gear to take advantage of the elements that were there, the Haunted Castle is just not worth farming. It's just not. And the Frozen Fields, I mean, at the very least, you can get gear that specifically gives bonus souls in the Frozen Fields. And on top of that, you have lightning enemies, including the giants. So if you up your lightning souls, you'll get a lot of benefit from that. And there are dark type enemies, so you could even rock the bat bow for 120% more souls from the wraiths. So there is a lot of opportunity in the Frozen Fields. And while I have some of those pieces of gear, I have not leveled them. They were not my priority. I prioritized general soul bonus over specific. So that's how it is. And of course, you get a little bit of slime there, right? There's the occasional slime monster. If you happen to need Yeti Fang for some reason, you can farm Yeti Fang there. So I definitely put Frozen Fields above the Haunted Castle, right? And if you are specifically geared for it, it can be a very nice place to farm your souls. Outside of that, though, not a lot of reason for me to be there unless I have a quest to go kill some Yetis, right? If I get a daily to go kill Yetis, that's about as often as I go to the Frozen Fields. If I get a daily to kill Archfiends, I probably re-roll it. And then let's see. Oh yeah, the Mystic Valley. Man, the souls in Mystic Valley are depressingly bad, and that is another place where you can get items that specifically give bonus souls in the Mystic Valley. At the very least, there's a staff for it. I don't know if there are other items that give it or not. And you can run bonus ice souls while you're there, because the giants are ice types, so that's essentially bonus giant souls. And again, maybe with all that effort and specific gear crafting, it could be good. But honestly, I don't even think you can make the Mystic Valley as good as the Frozen Fields, just because Frozen Fields has better enemy diversity that you can take advantage of, and at least 2 gear slots for bonus souls. I don't know if Mystic Valley has more than the staff or not, so I don't love it. But it is where we farm wood, and wood is essential. We need the refined wood for Bunny Paw, if nothing else. The Windash earrings take 5 refined wood each. So like I blew 10 refined wood when we got here making those 2 items. So we do need to farm wood every once in a while as a necessity. And for that reason, I guess I would say, of the areas left out of the Grand Tour, Dark Factory and Mystic Valley are the top 2 for me. The bottom 2 would be Frozen Fields, and then the very least favorite area of mine, Haunted Castle, resting on the very bottom. And honestly, I would like to like the Haunted Castle. I would like to have a reason to go there, but I'm not going to go there for Batwing. If I need Batwing, I'm going to go where I also get slime. And I can also toggle the worms and bats in that area if I'm worried about being able to take advantage of the elemental gains. So just no reason to go to the Haunted Castle beyond the in-game quests that tell you to, so that you can unlock an upgrade. And hooray! Kind of sucks we had like 25 seconds left on rage. I probably should have not used a raged potion and just done some wind dashing, to be honest, but that's all right. That's on me. And we're gonna pop one of these because we want to make a purple box show up. There it is. We're gonna drag that with us. We already have whetstones running, so we're good there. Victor Alpha's turned off. It's guaranteed to be a bonus stage, and we're gonna go into it really hoping for a golden invasion because of these bonus souls we have here. Collect those. Okay, no golden invasion, not even a spirit boost. That's fine. We're still gonna get leather, which we do need. goblin cloth. I'm not gonna. It's leather, guys. And scorpion pinchers, claw. It takes so much conscious effort for me to not refer to them as such. And I'm tired of trying. I'm gonna call it how I call it. This is leather, and I'm here to get some leather. We're also up to 27 quadrillion just in that first area, which for those paying attention at home, that's 2.7% of a quintillion. So that is meaningful gain, as quintillions are what we're after. All right, up to nearly 10% of a quintillion. Stage, or section 3. And, yeah, doing pretty good here. 21.3% of a quintillion. And why does that matter? Because quintillions is what we're here to farm. You know, if that was trillions of souls and not quadrillions, this would be a massive waste of time. Not really, right? We still need the cloth. But, yeah, definitely rewards worth getting. Some people say the rewards here aren't worth it, and they are low. But I mean, one, compared to the other mini games, they're quite nice. And two, that's not nothing. If we would have had a golden invasion on here, that would have been over 1 quintillion. In that bonus stage, it's still over a third of a quintillion. And we extended the life of our soul buff. We're going to need another one of those, which is a pretty good day. Again, if we're running with the assumption that we began the Grand Tour around 75 quintillion, then we have, at this point, gained 40 quintillion in 2 hours and 14 minutes of game time, which is pretty good. And that's around 20 quintillion an hour, which is around 1 quintillion every 3 minutes on average. That's pretty good. You're not going to get that from offline gains. You're not going to get that any way other than hunkering down, turning the game on, spending your resources, and farming like you mean it, grinding like you mean it. That's what it's all about. That's what we're doing here. Oh my gosh. And we're not done, guys. We are not done with the gains. We're probably going to break 125, which would be a gain of 50 quintillion from that starting mark of approximately 75. Yeah, I'm sure it was less, right? But how much less, I don't know. We've got a few rage potions left. We're going to do that. And where are we sitting? Actually, still plenty of root. It's just slime that's killing us, so that's all right. Yeah, this has been some darn nice gain, both in terms of souls and in coins. The coins weren't even something I was setting out to get, and I was kind of messing up my coins pretty bad at the start, or my souls pretty bad at the start when we were in the hills. I had the wrong gear on, and then at one point I was hitting soul buffs, and I did not have the 55% bonus souls turned on. So, it could have been even better, but we're coming up on the 130 quintillion mark. We're not quite gonna hit it just yet, but we're sneaking up to it, and we're gonna do something here, y'all. We are gonna hope to get lucky. I don't think I have many chips left. We can do this 3 times, and we are hoping to see some slime. If we get one big 500 slime, that could carry us through. Oh, here we go. Well, shit. Whatever. I mean, I'm still happy about it. That's 200 root I don't have to farm later. And 5 wood. Darn. Well, I was hoping we could come grab some lucky slime on the spin, which, if you're wondering why my tokens are so low, when the update dropped, I spun all of them for stuff to refine, but also hoping to get Jewels of Soul for all the new shop upgrades. And it did not work. I have hit 200 Jewels of Soul before, and it was even on a free spin. But I've hit like 5, I've hit 15. I have never hit the 500 Jewels of Soul, so always hoping to see it for the first time. "12 minutes left on the portal, slightly less than that on our buffs. Yeah, about a minute and a half short, which is fine. Doesn't have to be perfect. Overall, very happy. Very happy with the gains. If we're calling that 53 quintillion, right? It's probably more like 55. But if we're calling that 53 quintillion, and the 2 hours, 20 minutes thereabouts this run has been, it's 140 minutes. That's not bad. That's pretty appreciable gains. And of course, as soon as we're done with this, we are going to go idle to farm slime. So we're probably going to go idle in the factory. And then I'll be able to see what my idle rewards look like now that I've upgraded my sword, dagger, axe, and spear a whole bunch with all the SPV that it just wanted me to have. So yeah, doing okay. We got the Rage extension, the 80 SPV, in this Ascension. I believe that's the first time I've bought it. I might have got it one other time. But in any event, a successful Grand Tour indeed. More successful than some other Grand Tours have been in other franchises. And yeah, all just led to this. All led to having some resources in our pocket to come here and grind the funky space, because that's what we're doing. We are grinding for souls. Well, Slayer points. Souls become Slayer points. We are grinding for Slayer points. We're grinding for ultimately 100 sextillion Slayer points. But more immediately, we are grinding for quintillions. And quintillions is precisely what we got at a rate far beyond what I would have achieved playing idle. How many? We're up to 399 leathers. Let's go ahead and, even though it's all going to be bow farm, even if we get anything, like, right, maybe we'll get a big soul multiplier out of this bonus. And it's going to be all bow farm if we get it. Speaking of which, I've had the wrong ring on ever since my rage farm. It's fine. All right, still no spirit boost, no golden invasion. Really just hoping to see a big soul multiplier, and I'm going to try real hard here. I'm going to try real hard to use the wind dash so that we can work on pulling down the cooldown on the rage. You don't get nearly as many souls with the wind dash as one does with the bow, especially since we've got dark projectiles on. But if we do hit a soul bonus, we don't have any rage potions, so we definitely want to, if we don't get rage online, we want it as close to online as it can be. So far, no such thing has been gained. And there I go shooting my bow. That's all right. And I guess even if I don't get a soul bonus, it's still nice to work down that rage. We got 7 minutes left of buff, so yeah, might as well have another rage to toss out, which is exactly where we're gonna be at here. Yeah, so I mean, way less souls wind dashing as opposed to if I'd used the bow. But we have our rage back online, right? And that is the purpose of it. It's not about the souls I get there, it's about the souls I get with this sped up rage. So we're gonna hope that we can hit a soul multiplier and have at least this one rage to throw at it, and then we'll bow farm the rest. Or I don't know, maybe we'll just throw it randomly at the next box that comes our way. That's what's more likely to happen. I mean, if it happens to be a mega horde, then I should be able to get another rage out before these buffs are done. Okay, Mega Horde, Mega Horde. Nope. Nothing cool at all. How we doing here? Can't get the sword. No dagger, no axe, no spear, no necklace, no spellbook. We are tapped out on coin gain. Coin frenzy. Well, I'm just now noticing how many minutes we have on this gemstone rush. Too bad that on its own is not a significant enough coin growth. And even if I had all the other fixins, I am all out of rage. With the use of the ninja rewards, we're up to 138 quintillion, which ain't half bad. From our approximate starting point, that's a 63 quintillion gain in 2.5 hours of portal time. And yeah, we're just looking to finish out the grind. There's a mega horde for what it's worth. It's alright. We'll chew through that okay. It's not as nice and neat with the dark projectiles, but we did it. And with all the, so you get the 5-minute burn off for hitting a mega horde. And then, since we didn't have a rage, I got to wind dash through most of the ground enemies. And now we're only a few seconds away from getting another rage mode, which is great since we've got almost 4 minutes. I guess we can call it 3.5 minutes of buff left to work our way through. Let's do it, and Bop Kiss. That's okay. Still get some good pull. Another Mega Horde. That's great. Pulls us down to 2 minutes, 40 some seconds. Maybe if I get enough love on the wind dash here, we can eke out one more rage. Two minutes. They're running pretty close. I think I should be able to. Of course, if we hit another mega horde, that would work too. but I would like there to be 18 seconds difference between my buff time and my rage countdown. If I can get this rage, it's an 18-second burn, and we're nearly there. That should ought to do. Yeah, we got well over a minute left on buffs and well under a minute on the rage timer. So that is why we run the wind dash, right? That's why we turn on the dark projectiles, slow the bow down so that we're not wasting all the ground enemies with it, and the little bit less souls we get for taking those out with wind dash instead of bow, we are going to make up for by raging more often. We'll make up for it by a lot, I promise. Last rage, might as well throw this on. Yeah, and I mean over 100 quintillion, or quadrillion rather, right there. Nothing to snuff at. And I mean, I pulled out 2 extra rages just in the last legs of this, right? That I otherwise wouldn't have got, because I slowed my bow down so that I can benefit from using wind dash on the ground enemies. Yeah, pretty good. So that's it. The buffs have ended. We have less than 1 minute left on Portal. If you've been with me from the start, thank you so much for watching. My very first series of videos, I promise they'll get better. I'll get better at YouTubing. And yeah, oh, a bonus stage. Okay. That's funny. My whetstones are burnt off. There's the spear boost, sure. That's all right. We'll still get some leather, and I'm sure it's gonna. Yeah, watch it give me just all the coin buff, all this soul buff that I've got no means to take advantage of. That's okay. We're doing this for the leather, and because it's a fine send off, a fine ending to the grand tour. As we see, there's our souls. At least they're low. As we are waiting for the portal, so that we can move on to the idle portion of today's gameplay. But yeah, this is how we do it. This is how we grind the end game. This is how we attack for souls. This is how we attack for materials that let us get those souls. And you know, where we've climbed up, we're over 3 sextillion total farmed, and I ascended about 4 days after the last update dropped. So that's literally, it would be fair to say, from the update to now. I've farmed 3 sextillion, and I've been doing that exactly how you've been watching me do it. Just diligent farming. I like to farm active. I like to use that opportunity that I'm farming materials to also get scrap. You know, be advantageous with the coin farm with rage. Be advantageous of soul farms with rage. Get some good buffs with the stone of random. And yeah, this is how we're making it happen. 1 quadrillion at a time. And again, we'll have More to follow. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Feel free to let me know what you think. If you've hated it, that's fine too. I'd encourage you to make your own. It's real easy to do. Okay, so we're at. That's off. Great. 15 seconds. We're gonna bow farm this light soul farm. No crit ups to be had. But we're still grabbing quadrillions. And the portal is ready. We are gonna pop on over to the Dark Factory. We're gonna go idle while we farm up some slime and some recently improved idle rewards. Sure, why not? We'll times 20 this mega horde. I could have switched to my skull ring, but there's so little time left on this, and it's such a small buff. I'm just glad I've got it because, I mean, look at that. That's nearly another half quintillion. Yeah, not bad. CPS, boy oh boy, it wants me to keep going, y'all. That's the thing with this game. This is what we call a one more thing game. There's always one more thing to keep you active, always one more thing to keep you grinding, always one more thing to spend your divinity on, always one more thing that you're low on and need to go farm, always one more chest hunt. All right, y'all. Again, if you've been here with me, I really appreciate it. I hope you learned something. More importantly, I hope we had fun. And we will see y'all in the next one.